There are lots of great services out there to get support and look after your mental health.
Matt Mullins joins us now as the Journalism Student Progression Advisor. Morning, Matt. Thank you for coming in. So, what does the SPA team do?
So, basically, the SPA team, so we're Student Progression Advisors, and we sit between students, academics, and support services. And essentially, we're sort of like a first port of call. So if students are having any issues, if it's kind of wellbeing issues, if you're concerned about a submission, if you're struggling academically, you can come to us. We can try and find out what the issues are, and then we can help refer you on to the support services that are at the university. We can help speak to your academics. So we could help you with if you're struggling academically, and we can help link you up with the disability service, so we can help you get a RAP. Can help you with putting in a wellbeing form, so you get referred onto the wellbeing service. Yeah, we're basically the first port of call and a bit of a one-stop shop for any issues.
It sounds like you can be a bit of like a really nice comfort blanket to some people who need some sort of help. But in terms of all the services that you do and what you offer, how do people actually get in contact with you, and what's the best way to reach out if they need some help?
Yeah, so there's lots of different ways they can reach out. The main one would probably be through just emailing me or my other colleagues directly. So you can find our information in your Blackboard site. We've also got like a group email, which is am-spa@salford.ac.uk. There's also the SharePoint, which links to kind of all the support services and gives you the information about the support out there. Yeah, and we can meet in person, via Teams, whatever is just most convenient for students.
So lots of different ways for people to get in contact with the team. It is approaching the end of the academic year, which means that there are a lot of deadlines for students. I mean, I've got 5 due in next week alone. So a lot of people are probably thinking, this is hard for me to get my brain around it. How would you advise people to go about it? What would you say is the best piece of advice for students tackling so many deadlines, and how do they cope with the workload?
Yeah, I think it's a really tricky thing to try and get right. And I think it is one of those things where it's the more you do, the more you learn your way of learning and the best way for you. But I think generally what seems to work is breaking down those big tasks, if you can, into small chunks. So what I normally advise is breaking down, if you've got multiple assessments, break it down day by day and kind of have one set goal for that day. Maybe think of it in terms of like, a 9-to-5 job. So these are my shift hours that I'm going to do. So I'm going to work 10 till 4, Monday to Friday. I'm going to give myself a lunch hour. I'm going to give myself regular breaks. So I'm going to work for this set period. And then I'm also, importantly, going to give myself time to rest in the evening. I'm going to prioritize sleep, kind of doing some exercise, being social, sort of approach it as like a full-time job and break it down into these small manageable chunks. And then I think the second most important thing is, if you are struggling, reach out for help. Tell someone, tell a friend, tell an academic, come to me and the SPA team, speak to someone in the library, whoever it is. I think that's probably my top bit of advice. If you're struggling, tell someone about it.
Yeah, and on that note of struggling and speaking, and that's what we're here for, aren't we? We love doing this show to get people speaking about it and looking after themselves. In just a quick little answer, what do you do to look after yourself?
I like swimming.
I love a bit of swimming.
Love that.
We said we were going to go swimming all year, haven't we? We
never got around to it.
Yeah, there's some great outdoor swimming spots in Manchester, so it's worth researching, especially now it's getting nice.
Yeah. Love it. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it, and it's great to hear from you as well, so thanks.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.